Sue Ryder provides incredible hospice and neurological care for people facing life-changing, frightening diagnoses. We do this in our 7 hospices and 5 care centres around the UK. To maintain our services, we need to raise over £37 million a year. So we do that through a range of fundraising activities and through our 450 shops we have on the high street. We were receiving near on 1,000 briefs a year for various items, small and large, that had to be logged as jobs, briefed out to designers and ultimately signed off and sent to print.
Because of the volume of material that we needed, there was quite a long lead time. We obviously tried to brief everything in as early as possible. There's always something that's added to the calendar last minute, and we couldn't really do last minute, and that then led to people going off and kind of creating rogue items and going off brand, and so that kind of then created its own problems.
I wanted to create a system that was easy to use, flexible and intuitive, and ultimately to cut down on the number of briefs coming through to myself and my team.
The new system is so much easier to use. There's so much more that we can do on it without going off brand. It gives us the freedom, but also keeps us doing what we need to be doing, how it should be done to build the brand of Sue Ryder. Hugely beneficial in the fact that we can create everything we need to create rather than having to go outsourced.
I think one of the really good advantages from our point of view is that we're able to respond quite quickly to supporters. So we would only brief in material previously that was about the hospice and about hospice activity. Now we can actually offer the opportunity to supporters for us to create some material for them. So it might be that a supporter comes to us and says, I'm really struggling to get tickets printed, it's going to cost me a fortune, and we can actually do something on RightMarket, produce it, send it off to them, they can print it out, they're happy, we're happy, it's brilliant, and they know they're getting some support from us in return for obviously the support that they're giving us. So that's a really key one for us, is being able to kind of keep those supporters on brand and give them the support.
As a system, I find it's very useful in supporting the brand. We've managed to maintain our brand colours on there, our brand look and feel. Users can also upload photographs of their own. We've provided a bank of illustrations on there that users can use, so very few queries from users about how to use it. So from that point, it's been a resounding success.
The last minute asks, we still try to avoid them if possible, but we can deal with them now, which is brilliant. There's also an element of being able to empower teams. So rather than a team coming and saying, well, we need a poster for something, we say, well, tell you what, you have a go at creating it. And they can't go off brand. We don't have to explain that you don't stretch a logo and you don't use a pretty pink, not the correct pink. So actually being able to empower teams, and they get really excited because I produced that poster and now it's up in the hospice, which is lovely.
So currently there's about 600 items being produced per month. Some of those would have come through to me as design briefs, which would have had to take a design and management time. So that's the great benefit from my point of view. I know the users themselves find it very useful in terms of flexibility and response. Over the 6 months we've been running the RightMarket, we're looking about between £20,000 and £25,000 in terms of design and management time savings. If a job's gone through on the RightMarket system, rather than coming to myself as a brief, then you could estimate that save, depending on the type of job, that would save £100 in design fees and management time. That £100 could pay for a clinical nurse specialist to make a visit in a patient's home. So, as we like to say here at Sue Ryder, it all adds up to incredible care.